Okay. So. Good morning. So, it's been a busy couple of days here. How you guys doing? Is it raining? It is. It's not actually raining right now. It's a rainy day. It's been drizzling. I don't think it's actually raining at the moment. But it has been and it will be. I didn't really want to open the door because it's really super damp. But it can't be helped anyway. Okay, now on what we've got here, this is not going to be horribly interesting for you today. It's this work here. Ome yesterday, it was Tuesday, I went to Ome. She said, I get there, she says, do I remember your name? Funny girl, ha ha ha. So, you know what's going to be happening here today. I've got to do this. I'm on a real tight deadline right now. Real tight deadline. We got a package of prints. Did you see these on Monday? No, you didn't see these. I got a package of prints from Kubota-san. Paper is out. Thank you. Paper's out for who's coming? Suga-san's paper's out. She's doing JJ number 7, the July print for Japan Journey. Rei-chan is making paper wet today, so there's no package to bring out for her. And Kawai-san is off. He's out of here today. But what I have to do, and this has got to be done right now this morning because we are almost out of these, and this has to be done today, so they've got to go to Jed. Jed, if you're watching, you can expect to receive these later this afternoon. I wish. Top secret, my God, what to see that. Zoom out a bit, you can see what's going on here. For those of you who don't know what's about to go on, we've got a batch of prints back from one of our printers. The prints have to be embossed with the name. I'll show you what's going on as we go through and do this. So for the next 30 minutes or so, this is not going to be horribly interesting. But it has to be done. It's going to be carved by David Bow, printed by Kubota, and another batch, and I don't know how many we're up to now. Vivid KP Fireflies. Looking forward to it. Do I have the standby copy here? In case there's anybody here who doesn't know what Karen is talking about right now, she mentions fireflies in the stream. Actually, I should leave it in the plastic, it shines better. Look at this, looks like fireflies. This is on Karen's print, and we're going to have it, I believe, in our guest corner once she's finished printing some. It's not the 80,000th copy. How many copies is it? Let's see if I can bring up my manager page here for a second. How many copies have we made here? Let's see. I can tell you in a flash if I just bring up the Mokohankan manager page. Ukiyo Heroes, printing jobs. Oh, look at this. Page 1, only still on page 1. We have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19 separate printing jobs on this. And we have made so far, this one isn't counted yet. This will be, so at the moment, before this job was finished, we have made 1,491 copies of this print. 1,491 copies. And so we're now over 1,500 with this. And that goes back to the first batch by me in September of 2012. Questions. Okay, let me get this going. Moist, we have a baron ready. Let's do this. We have a test size here. Which registration mark are we in? There's 2. It's a tad too close. It's got to come down to this one. That looks better. Okay. Let's roll. How many great waves? I don't have a readout on that one because we struggled for the first year on that with so many proofs. I don't have a number. It's about the same, actually. It's about the same. I'm sorry, I don't have a click instant readout on that. Is there another question I've missed? How big is your nose? I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to answer that. I don't know what's going on there. Is it visible? As usual, is it visible? Let's see. For those again who haven't seen it before, let's try and zoom in here. There we go. You can see it. There we are. The embossing is now on. It's Hori carving Buru Suri printing Kubota Kenichi. Hori Buru Suri Kubota Kenichi. The quality goes in before the name goes on. Oh, the Baron rubbing on the nose fit. Nobody does that anymore. Nobody. We keep a pad. We've got a cotton pad. We rub camellia oil on it. And the Baron sits on the pad, properly lubricated. Maybe in the old days when people didn't get washed very often, that's fine. They could pick up oil from their hair and their face, but that doesn't work these days. Most of us, have a shower once a week or so. What's going to be happening today? Today's Wednesday. I'll be doing this for the first at least 30 minutes or so. Then I've got carving. We have a show and tell, I see. I wasn't here yesterday. I was out in Ome all day yesterday. Cameron was the only person here holding the fort. The shutter was closed. But a package came. One of the auction goods we bought. And I see it here. I think I know what's inside. I'm not quite sure, but we'll open that package. If you remind me again about 9 o'clock or so, after Cameron gets here, we'll open the package and see what's inside. Did I get all my work done yesterday? I didn't get all my work done yesterday. All my work will never happen, but I got a lot done. A ton of things done. And I don't know, again, to tell you what we're doing without teasing, without being silly, I don't know. There is a new project coming up. I think we've teased a little bit about it a while ago. There is a new project coming up, and Cameron and I are almost ready now to be able to tell you about it, but not quite. And again, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm unavoidably teasing. To go back a little bit, our JJ series, the Japan Journey series this year, is doing really, really very well. We're exploring how to make Shin-Hanga type prints. We're learning as we go. Some of the prints are wonderful. Some of the prints are a little bit less interesting. But overall, what's happening is the workshop here, our printers, our carver, who's working on that, Chon-san, and Jed, we are learning some really important fundamentals about how Shin-Hanga prints work. We've been able to see the prints for years, the Yoshida prints and the Hasui prints, stuff like that. But being able to see them and look at them and think, okay, I see how that works, is one thing. But building them from zero is a totally different thing to do. And there's been no new Shin-Hanga prints really built from zero now, well, whatever, since the war, basically. And we're exploring it, learning how to get it done. So anyway, long story short, JJ series will continue next year in a slightly modified form. We were talking about a game idea and whatever. That's already done, booked, signed, and sealed. That's happening. We will be doing a subscription series next year based on a similar kind of concept that we're doing for JJ this year. That's not secret, we've talked about that many times. But that means our carver Chon-san is set. His work is set. He does that about one each month, plus a couple of extra jobs he's doing. So he's booked, he's full, he's spoken for. We have another full-time carver, Kawasaki-san. And what she's been doing recently is, of course, keeping up with the Kukira Heroes prints. And she's also done all three of the new prints in the Sushi Cat series. She's done Sushi Cats, Hanami Cats, and Ramen Cats. And she's still just finishing off Hanami Cats. Once she's done that job, she'll be doing a couple of new images for me for the print party, prints. And then she's at liberty starting from around August or September. She's at liberty. So we need a project, an ongoing project for Kawasaki-san that's at a level that she can handle that doesn't involve subscription prints, because our subscription set is our subscription prints are set for a while. So there's a new series being built. It won't be a subscription series. It will be a set, it'll be a series, but it won't be subscriptions. It'll be, you can get one if you like, or two if you like, or you can get all if you want. But it won't be a mandatory subscription. And we have looked at a concept for it. I chatted with it. Some of the staff knows what's going on because they've seen me getting the website ready and they've seen me, getting the preparation done. I chatted with it about this to Kira-san. She's a young Australian girl who's here. She's working with me on getting the flea market back together. And she thinks of herself, but I guess as a designer, I don't know that much of her background and stuff. She's working for us, not in any design capacity, but in a clerical function. But when I chatted with her about this thing, she just went, she went nuts, basically. Oh my God, I've got to be part of that. And there is a way for her to do that. Because we don't have a designer. And there will be more. Is that garbage? What is that? Delivery next door? We've got 2 new domain names for this, but I haven't got them turned on yet. We're building the pages first, so I haven't turned on the domain name. So you could find it if you went to Whois, looked up some interesting domain names to see who owns them. You might come up with something. Karen's question is interesting. How many designers do you need? How many do you think? You know the last video we did, of course. Designers to be. Yeah, John mentioned the thing about the non-subscription series, and this is actually why we do have subscription sets. I know we've got the sets here we've been doing for many years, our portrait series of chibi heroes and stuff. And of course we get requests from people, can I have just that one or this one? We know that in any given set, some items are more popular than others. Of course, that's human nature. But the reason we do have subscription sets, and that in those cases we force people to get all of them, we don't do cherry picking, is because I have to meet payroll every month. And the way I meet payroll is by having a relatively stable subscription income at the bottom of our business here, bottom level of our business. Of course we do single prints, of course we do this and that, of course we have print parties, all different things are going on. But things are up and things are down, it's not always up. But because there is this base of subscriptions that runs underneath it, I can meet payroll, I can sleep at night, I know I'm going to be able to pay these people. So I know everybody would like to cherry pick, but I can't do that and make a living at the same time. But with this new series, because that base is already in place and because our business is fairly stable and successful, we can do this new series as an open series, fully knowing people are going to cherry pick. It's the same as this. Ukiyo-e Heroes is not subscription, it's an open thing. We just make prints in the series. It's an ongoing series. It's not a set of only 8 or whatever. And we know cherry picking happens, which is why I am here doing this today. So our business has to work on a blend of both of these. Set completion, this is a thing, this is part of human psychology too. That is how I made a living for the first 25 years of doing this with those poets prints. Humans do have a thing about set completion, me included. As a kid, my God, the stamps, I would have a set and there would be the 10-cent stamp would be missing. I walked all over Winnipeg to every stamp dealer trying to find that 10-cent stamp because I had to finish that set. So I get set completion. It's a thing. It's part of human psychology. I don't think set completion is a thing for this series because, for one, it's open-ended, and two, they're expensive, and and it's not. There they are. I've got all 17 because I said it's an open-ended thing. But this new one, because it's only going to be 8. And from the beginning it's defined, it will be a set of 8 prints for such and such. There will be people, I'm sure, who would like to get all 8, I guess. We'll see. I'm not depending on it at all. It could turn out that only 1 or 2 or 3 of them become really popular, and we will print those for a long time, and they will support the other ones that are not popular. I could be taking a bath on some of these. I think it's totally clear already. I think absolutely it's totally clear already. I'm a bit surprised nobody here has found the domain names, but whatever. Kawai-san's phone, mate. That was so fun. He'd had a really, really bad day that day. It wasn't just the phone. A couple of other things had happened. I can't talk about the guy's private life. A couple of other things had happened. He was having a really, really bad day. And actually, that's probably part of it. Because he was having a bad day and because things were going wrong, that probably affected why he lost his phone and he was just, what do I do, you know? He was just scrambled all day long. So that's really part of the cause. It caused him to lose his phone. He wasn't behaving, you know, coolly and relaxed. And then losing his phone just really, yeah, so when it rains, it pours, yes. So. You're talking about his voice during the party the other day, the party on Monday. That's not his normal voice, you know. It's close, but he had a cold or something in his throat. Happens to me sometimes, right? Your voice gets a bit deeper than it normally does. And the audio. Those of you who watched the print party on Monday, the audio. I was so careful. We've got our compressor here, you know, that when we make louder sounds, it doesn't peak or clip or crackle too much. And yet the audio on Monday's print party was a disaster. Every time I got excited and shouted, I guess the audio went completely to bits. But we had got this worked out. We got the compressor, everything else. So what went wrong? Ow! I'm not an idiot. I did things quite carefully. But, you know, we've got two of these video adapters. Camera A here is plugged through one of these adapters. Camera B is plugged through an adapter. The microphone is plugged into the camera A adapter, and in they go and stuff like this. And there's a compressor setting for the microphone, so. When I moved all the gear to the party room the other day, it's a major program. You know, 2 extension cords, 2 this, put the camera here, put the camera there, work it all out, where to put the power for the microphone, blah, blah, blah. I had unplugged everything and taken it all over there. And when I put it back together over there, camera this and camera that, one had a shorter cable. So I had used the 2 video adapters without thinking which one is which. And they look identical. It's the same product, the Magewell, I forget what it's called. It's a Magewell something or other, HDMI video, blah, blah, blah. And they're identical, but they're not identical inside. The computer, or the OSB software, knows which one is which. You know where the story's going now. I had, actually, once I put it back together, it turned out the microphone was plugged into a different video adapter than it normally is plugged into. It wouldn't make any difference, it all worked just fine. But that compression setting is unique to the adapter. It's not unique to the microphone. So long story short, the audio on Monday had no compression set for it because the microphone had been plugged into an adapter that was plugged into a different USB port. And I had no idea that that was the way it would work internally. Even if I'd had them labeled, I wouldn't have known because I would have assumed that the compression setting worked inside here. It doesn't. Anyway, once I realized that, of course, after the party was finished and I saw the results, now I know. And this morning I was very careful. Choose that adapter, put it here, put it there, plug the microphone in. We learn bit by bit, we learn about these things. That's the difference between a professional who can run these things. He's got years of experience and knows how these things work. And then an amateur like me who is just fumbling through this, learning bit by bit as we go. And you pay the price. I'm sorry. Headphone users on Monday pay the price. We had a fun party. It was good. Good fun party. They're always good. Almost. How many times have I streamed it? I really don't know. Just a few, not so much actually. It's such a long, heavy process to set it up, you know. And we can only do it if we know that the people are cool with it. You know, I'm not going to spend an hour setting it up and they walk in there and say, oh, no, I can't do that. So, of course, we checked with the people here before. One of the kids in the party on Monday has his own YouTube channel. So I figured they'd be cool for it. And they were. And we'll do it probably next time when the next set of blocks is ready. And our carving is ready to begin on the next set of party blocks. Because I'm getting nervous now. These parties are really popular. We're running 3, 4 a day, every day, and they're full. And that block is not going to last 3 years like the Peach Boy block did. The Peach Boy block lasted well over 3 years, 4 years or whatever, because we didn't have so many parties all the time. But now we're running, just running every day, every day, every day. So that block is not going to last all that long. So the next 2 print party images are planned. Do you see how identical these prints are? You know, this looks like some kind of machine printed stuff. These are handmade woodblock prints. This guy, Kubota-san, he is a printmaking machine. We are so happy with it. So happy. Look at this gradation, right? It goes here, it finishes somewhere around there. And if I flip these things through, it just does not vary. Not millimeter by millimeter by millimeter. The density of the red, the positioning, everything. It just looks like just some machine made them. The guy is so good at this. And yet they are beautiful, beautiful handmade prints. The mustache is still fine and delicate. These blocks are in wonderful, tiny little registration here. We are taking care of these blocks beautifully, beautifully. We're just getting started. 1,500, we're not even close to wearing these out. We've talked about that before many times. A lot of the printers these days, they use a thick, rich black. They have the idea that the key lines are supposed to be black, 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 which is not true. They've got on the wrong path after the war. And they print rich black, and they make it themselves from crushed sumi sticks. And they're lazy. They crush the sumi stick, put it in water, glide, 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 it's okay. And they start using it, and it's full of grit. You can feel it. I've been to their workshops, I've touched the pigment. It's full of grit. And that wears out the blocks. We don't allow our printers to make their own sumi for these. We ask them to use calligraphy ink, commercially produced calligraphy ink. It's called bokuju, black juice. It comes in bottles. It's made by giant machines with huge steel rollers that run for 16 years crushing the particles. I don't even know, but it is smooth, smooth, smooth. And it doesn't wear the blocks. He doesn't need to clean the block off while he's using it because the sumi pigment is so watery. In fact, at the end of the printing session, for the key block, he won't even need to wash it. It's just there, you just let it dry. In the case of the color blocks, it's different because the red paste he's using for this, it's pigment mixed with water with some paste put on. And that does start to build up on the blocks. So at the end of a colored block session, he takes it to the same toothbrush, wipes it all off. It is hot. I'm already sweating here and it's only 8:30 in the morning. We started our fight, me and the staff, we started our fight on Monday about the air conditioning. They want to put the air conditioner on right now, seal the thing, close the windows, close the doors, put the air conditioner on. And I'm resisting a little bit. I get it. For the comfort of the customers, we have to sort of keep this place reasonable. But if we start the air conditioning now in May, we've got June, July, August, September, 4 months to go. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Anyway, I went out for lunch on Monday, I came back and they had, of course, because I wasn't here, they closed the doors and they put the air conditioner on at 24 degrees. And I came in and it was like into an Arctic blast, an absolute blast. And it was too cold. And they thought, it's just fine. So just to make my point, I asked one lady in the customer, excuse me, as a customer, how do you feel about it? She says, it's too cold in here. I look at the staff. So I didn't turn it off. We put it up to 27 or whatever, and the machine slows down, and the room hopefully got a little better. It's always a struggle between me and the girls. I'm too much on the pendulum one way. I would rather have no air conditioner, and these kids are so weak. They've never grown up in an era without air conditioning. So there's a pendulum in place. And we're fighting back and forth. We'll be fighting for the next, 5 or 6 months about it. It won't go super hot today because it's a cloudy day, so it will get hotter than this. But what makes it worse, of course, is that it's soaking wet. It's just a dripping. I can feel already my shirt is wet on the back, and it's only like 8:30 or something. Somebody found a domain name registered in Tokyo 2019-05-21. 05-19-21. 8 days ago. 8 days ago. Nice work, Sherlock. That's one of the two. Who is that, by the way? Zandver, I don't know how you pronounce. Is that your name, actually? Zandver Stuyving. Is that a real name, I guess, is it? Sorry if I don't recognize it, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Almost done, maybe 20 left, 25 left. We'll switch to the job, 33. Maybe I'll be finished just about the time Cameron gets here, I guess. print party thing on Monday, you know, as you know, we started early. It was 8 o'clock, the first party. We ran right through till 4 o'clock. It was a tough day. Today's not so bad. We have only 3 today, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 2:30. But tomorrow is difficult. We have 1 party in the morning, no big deal for 4 people. Then the afternoon is what we call kashikiri. Kashikiri, what's the English translation? I don't know. When you see a tour bus going by, say on the side, kashikiri, it's a chartered bus. You go to a restaurant, the normal place, if I go for a restaurant, I get to the door, it's closed, it's penciled on kashikiri, they're having some kind of wedding party inside. Booked. I guess, what can I say? Booked out, booked for some other use, you can't use it. So tomorrow afternoon, our print party room is kashikiri. You know, nobody else could make a reservation. A university group has booked it for the afternoon. And we don't know how many people are coming. Now, these are people who've done this before, so they know what we can handle. We normally do 4 at a time. If it's a single family or a single group, we up it to 5. And rarely, if they push and say, pretty please, and there's nothing in the space after it, we can do 6. Like that's what happened Monday morning. But that was tough. We had to get them out of there ready for the next group at 10 o'clock. So anyway, 4 is the norm, 5 we push it to. Closed private party, yeah. So we don't know how many people are coming, but they booked it. But I told her we can't run past 5:30 because that's when the other staff goes home. So they know they've got the room starting at 1 o'clock and we've got to be finished by 5:30. So we're probably going to do 5 at a time. It'll be 5 at 1 o'clock. But yeah, 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. There's probably 4 times. We'll probably be doing it 4 times. No, these are not new people. These are people who come every year to do this. They know the structure. They've done this before. They will either bring 15 people, 3 times 5, or they might bring 20 people, 4 times 5. They won't bring more than 20 people. I hope. And we just put our party hats on and say, all right, first 5, the rest of you go and look at Sensoji Temple, 5 in, next group, be back here by 2 o'clock. And we start yelling and screaming, and in they come, and away we go. It is absolutely, absolutely exhausting. I think the sizing on this one was really nice, you know. It looks just about perfect. He must have been really happy. He's been unhappy with some of our sizing recently because I've been inconsistent. It's been really difficult because the weather's been so changeable. But he must be happy with this one. Suri Hodai. Suri Hodai. Beautiful Suri Hodai. I wonder if that would be a thing we could do. You know? The people that have done this before, they know how to do it. They want to take prints and sell them or something like this. We get the blocks in there. They can use the room for 90 minutes, as much as they want. Suri Hodai, as much as you can print them and take them away and put them on eBay or whatever. I wonder. Maybe there's an idea there. Maybe there's an idea there. Suri Hodai. Darren, you've got Suri Hodai with your own blogs. Get busy. It's like sushi bar, right? I mean, once you've taken it, you have to eat it. You can't leave it on your plate. No doggy bags. The Cameron was, he's walking down the street, is he thinking, I guess they're waiting for me right now, you know. It's hard to tell what time he's going to get here. He's a reliable guy, of course, but there's different trains he can take, and as you know, they're sometimes late on that line. I guess that's better than being clockwork. Instead of getting here at 8:39.5 every day. Makurosumi, I have no idea what you're talking about there. We use bokuju. If you're going to search for the stuff we use, the English name is bokuju, and in Japanese, it's bokuju like this. And the particular brand we like best is Kaimei Bokuju. It's really good. It's nice and dense. It's not as dense as it used to be. The formula changed, I don't know, 10 years or so ago. And when it changed, I wrote to them a complaint and they said whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's Kaimei. There's the kanji here. Actually, I should be careful. I don't quite remember the kanji we use. Kaimei Bokuju. ちょっと待ってください。Oh, sir. Oh, Amazon.
Sorry.
No, I'm not talking about Amazon. No. This on a Nyuraku. Once you go to Amazon, the enter field has different rules for how you hit the tab key and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But I just didn't pay our time. Look at you. There it is.
Vegemite?
Pardon me?
What are you looking for?
No, the sumi we're using for our key block printing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, somebody loses. Oh, they're betting on your arrival. Here, this is Kaimei Bokuju, the stuff we buy, the brand name we buy. There's lots of different brands of it, of ink for calligraphy. Some are really, really weak and watery. This one is nice and rich and black, but it's smooth. There's no particulates measurable at all. Yeah. Before we sit down, can I ask one favor?
Yes, of course.
There's some prints that are packed in the party room, ready for labels. Okay. One of them, it's this thing we bought last week. It's an Edo era print mixed in with all the other new Adachi prints that came that same day.
Okay.
It's foxed all over the place, covered with foxing. It's A3 size.
Okay.
And I think that's where it is. I'm sorry to be vague. I'd like to show something about it here. It's a sort of orangey color, a woman standing in front of a wall. And I don't know where this, Kira-san and I talked about it on Monday, and I think she got it packed, but it doesn't have a label yet.
Okay.
And if you can't see it there, then don't.
Prints here, so it might take
Okay, then leave it. Let's do it later. It's okay, no problem. I just thought if it was right
well,
there.
over halfway.
No, it would be near the top. It was the last batch on Monday.
Okay.
No, forget. I'm sorry, Cameron-san. Sorry.
Not seeing it.
There was something we did on Monday that I thought would be interesting to show, but it's not easily
May have
available.
brought it upstairs to do packing or labeling or something.
Then maybe there's some. Whatever, we can talk about it later. So.
Okay. You need a high-powered pulse laser to bleach those foxing spots.
Yeah. That manga drawing ink, it might be the same stuff, just packaged in a different bottle. No idea. It's black, it's smooth, and it's clean, and it's rich, and it's dense.
Yeah.
If I were them, I think that's probably what I would have done.
Yeah.
I may book a Jew for the calligraphers and put it in the same bottle, our high quality manga.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's the same thing. I'm just hypothesizing.
Mm-hmm.
It's we've got to get these off the jet today. We have got to send
Yes.
these, right? So,
Yep.
so
We need some.
if I forget, if I get in the party or something and forget, please, grab my ankle and remind me about this.
Okay.
Or whatever. They've been chatting. We've been having conversation
Oh, good.
for the past hour
Oh,
or so.
now they're quiet.
Because you were here, party killer, pardon.
Party people. So Cameron got a haircut. Maybe Cameron went to Ome for the haircut. No. No, I didn't go to Ome for the haircut, but I did indeed cut some hair.
By yourself?
No, I went to a cheap place that I could walk to nearby. The sign saying 10-minute cuts. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I want. I don't need anything fancy, so it's really inexpensive, and it was done in 10 minutes. It was great.
Funny. It just reminds me of something. Was it Friday night? I guess a bunch of us went out for dinner. You'd already gone home.
Yeah.
Chon-san, Dei-chan were here. Sugi-san was here. Kawai-san, Aoyama-san was here, and they were getting late.
Yeah.
They were doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I shut the shops. There's already 7 o'clock. I go upstairs and there's like these 5 people are still here. You guys are supposed to be out of here. Whatever. So anyway, we ended up going for dinner together.
Yeah.
So we walked over to a dinner place. We're walking down the street, and Sugi-san says to Rei-chan, says, "We got your haircut." And Rei-chan says, "Nice." And Sugi-san says, "Did you do it yourself?"
Yeah.
I'm like, silence falls, and Rei-chan hadn't done it. I said, "Well, why did I was Sugi-san, Shirei no hanashi desho." And Sugi said, "Oh, no, it looks really nice." Too late.
Too late.
Too late. So,
Dun, dun.
no, they're laughing at each other. It's okay.
That's funny.
But it's that did you do it yourself is it a compliment or an insult? I don't know. It works both ways.
It looks like you did it yourself. Oh. Shouldn't have paid that person as much as I did. What's Flowbee? People are talking. Flowbee. Any idea what that is? Saying, I have a friend who's been using a Flowbee for 25 years. Got a Flowbee. I have no idea. Dare I click the link?
Frisbee.
Yeah.
It'll open Safari, so don't
Right.
click it there.
Oh, yeah. That's just yeah. Do a tab here. Oh. It looks like a hair vacuum.
What, something for cutting your own hair, you mean, or what?
Yeah, this revolutionary home hair cutting system cuts your hair evenly into the recessed blades and trims it precisely. The results are a refreshing vacuum haircut. Yep.
This is a parody site?
Nope, I think it's a real thing.
A vacuum cleaner with blades? What do you mean? Like,
That's what it sounds like. $129. Well, there you go.
John, this is how you cut your hair. Is that the idea? John sent this link, right? So now we know. Now we know his
Now we
secret.
know. Wow. That thing's made in the small town where my dad just moved. That was really interesting. Interesting, yes.
These came out really nice. I don't know. I always say saying, but these are the sizing was good. The paper is nice. They're so consistent.
Yeah.
He must have been really happy.
Really, really
For
nice
him, this is
batch.
such an easy job. He must have just blasted right through it.
Yeah.
When I saw, I can't detect anywhere the what's it called,
Where?
mustache. It's got the tiny lines still up. The hairs are all individual. Nothing blotted. The tiny lines in the places in the eyes. It's just it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And we counted at the beginning of the stream. We counted. We've done before this group is counted. There's 1,491 we've printed out.
Yeah.
So this will push it to nearly 1,600. So also, there's no printing job for this. So
Oh, okay. Why do you need the vacuum? Just get a blender and a steady hand. Oh no. Sounds terrible. But that is kind of what it looks like.
Okay, a few copies left here.
What's next after that?
Well, I've got it. It's, you know, I have no other. What do I do?
Show and tell or carving?
I've got to carve a bit more, I guess. And we have a show and tell. There's something that arrived yesterday, right? You got it there?
Yes.
And it might be, I know that's not show and tell for the collection. That's just normal day-to-day stuff. It's going to go in the flea market. So. But there should be missing things in there, I think. I'm not quite sure what. Hey, let's have a look. Let's just open it. Put it at 9 o'clock or so.
Okay.
Things gone quiet?
Yep. I hear cats really love Flobies. Just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Anything with a vacuum cleaner is gonna send the cat running away.
It's not usually this. I was going first. He's backwards. These are the first couple of test prints.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one too. That's it. Like 2 test prints, and the rest are all.
Wow.
This guy is good.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm jealous of, like Adachi in the old days. They got like 4 guys upstairs.
We all could just
And
do
all could
this.
just do this all day long. My God, we could sell a bajillion prints if we had that kind of production capability.
Yeah.
My God, my God, my God. We'd have to wrestle Ghibli to the ground, get them up and running, and, Good. Thanks for your patience, guys. Done. Oops. Also, something else, not to dump these on you. A flower. We have to order flowers today.
Okay.
I know Yumi-san's shop is open this week.
Okay.
The people that were
The new one, yeah.
Yeah.
The new shop.
So she's open. They're closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but they're open tomorrow.
Open party.
Yeah. So just put this down. Hey, what's next? What's next? And I'm almost ready to go, sir. I got to finish the video script.
All right.
I don't think there's pipes. I don't think I can do the intro video tonight.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning, maybe. I don't know. There's no stream tomorrow, so I could get the intro video ready.
Okay.
We'll see.
You want me to come in early and
I don't know. Let's see how it goes today. See what
hit
happens.
play?
Let's make it.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm almost ready to go.
All
Did
right.
you check out the website?
Yeah, I've been looking through it every day. I've been looking through it and stuff. Do they know at all what
We were chatting a little bit about it
Hinting
earlier.
about.
So it's I'm trying to avoid teasing as an awful thing to do, but we chat a little bit about it. I mentioned domain names.
Okay.
And somebody with a handle name that looked like somewhere from Scandinavia or Holland maybe, found one.
All right.
And he dropped it in the stream, and dead silence. Nobody picked up on the idea and chatted about it, and he just dropped it in there, and
then gone.
it's long gone. It's long gone.
Okay. All right.
And anyway, I haven't seen the stream since the chat since you came, but.
Did you get things worked out with Pear?
Yes and no. Their
Okay.
solution is to move it to a different directory, and I don't
Yeah.
want to do that because we share scripts, and I do not want to fork all of my scripts to a different domain. So I'll have to think about this.
Okay.
The thing is, it is working. mokahankan.com exists.
It's
a
nested
secure
under.
site, and JP is nested under it,
yeah,
and they both work fine. There is a way to do it.
Yeah.
So let me explore a little bit more. So.
According to him, it says we didn't comment because we knew about it already. All right.
I'll keep quiet.
Yeah. Everyone starts backtracking. Where is it?
Whatever, he dropped it right into the stream.
Yep, there it is.
He said
they found the link.
Yeah, okay. The link to the website or no? What?
Nekohake.com saying, funny, it just goes directly to Mokuhankan.
Yeah, so far, yes. So. Someone says, funny, Ken.
Yeah.
Funny indeed.
Funny indeed. I thought someone set that up just to troll you guys.
Oh, no. Keep hitting that refresh button, boys.
Yeah.
No, actually, we did. I chatted quite a bit about the concept that we need work for Kawasaki-san. So instead of describing the whole series, I describe why we're doing something else.
Yeah.
John-san's work is set for the next year, for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
There's no new Ukiyo Heroes prints coming down the pipe at the moment that I can see.
Right.
Sushi Cats is up and running. The first 3 designs are there. It's no good asking her to do more in that series till we get the first 3 on the market.
Got it.
So I need a good steady set of jobs for Kawasaki-san, our young carver working in Kobe. In Kobe. So we came up with the idea of starting another. This is for the benefit of the people who weren't in the stream earlier today. Starting another series, not a subscription series, but a set of prints that will be individual, like Ukiyo Heroes are individual. Some people cherry pick, whatever, it's up to them. But it'll be a unified set of 8 prints. And the theme I didn't mention, but somebody has published, those who understand the Japanese words neko and hake know what this is now all about. So the seed for the idea came as an afterthought while I was doing the video 2 or 3 weeks ago. Wouldn't it be great if such and such a thing had existed back in the old days?
Yeah.
And it didn't exist back in the old days, so we're going to do it now.
Make it now. Yeah.
But what I haven't talked about yet, and what I would really like to still keep quiet for a little bit, is who's going to design these prints.
Yeah.
Because I still haven't worked out the details
Yeah.
of how this may or may not work.
Yep.
So that's what's public so far.
What are you really building here, Daniel Jamie? Find out.
Were you here on Monday when Kida-san was talking about that? And she has seen the website she works with, she saw what I was doing. And when she saw about the plan for the designers, she went nuts. She said,
she told me.
am I allowed? I said,
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care,
Yep. Yeah, she told me, I'm so excited about where this is going. So cool. Shouldn't there be 9 kitty prints? Because cats have 9 lives.
We don't intend to kill them.
Yeah. Not planning to hurt anybody.
Well, will you go back in time and tell the Chinese guys to arrange the series in a different way?
Yeah. Zoom or show and tell.
Oh,
All right, I'll
okay,
zoom.
all right. Well, what time is it? The show and tell is not
just-
long and
it's
extended.
9 exactly.
Yeah, let me carve for just a few minutes just to make a token semblance of getting some work done here. Then maybe 9, 10 or so, remind me.
Okay.
The show and tell is fairly large, but it's not all that inherently interesting. Maybe. But just let me get a token bit of work carved here. And then absolutely, please, Kevin.
Yes.
I must get those prints off to Jeff. Okay, so if you see at noon like they haven't gone or something, tackle me or do something. Or anything, or whatever.
Make sure they get out the
And
door.
also, actually, for you, I need the paperwork. And also, is anything else going at the same time or whatever? I don't know. So,
Yep, I
those
will
numbers I don't know. So,
go through all that.
yeah, thank you.
It's going to be a hot and humid one today.
Indeed it is. We had a wrestle with the air conditioner. Actually, that's funny. You were part of that too. We didn't put the air conditioner on in the morning.
Right.
So it was still okay.
And this is Monday, right?
But when I went out for lunch, obviously the girl said to you, Cameron, David doesn't want to put it on, so you guys put it on.
I
They
didn't.
set it-
Kawaii-san did
They
this
set it for
one.
24. I came back. When I came back, you stepped upstairs.
Yeah.
It was freezing in here. And I'm like, I know they want to cool it down.
Yeah.
We have this fight every year.
Yeah.
But 24.
Right, every year.
So what I did was, rather than just tell them what I think, they know what I think.
Yeah.
When they came back out of the party room, I mentioned there was a lady browsing. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, we're just sort of figuring out the air. What do you think about the air conditioning here?" She said,
Yeah.
"I think it's too cold. Please change
Yeah.
it." And so the staff heard that, I didn't set her up for it or anything.
Yeah.
And she said, it's too cold. This random selected customer.
Yeah.
So I went back and punched it up to 27.
Okay.
And he looks at me. I looked at them. And 10 minutes later, it was nice in here. It was okay. So I know. They think I'm just an old, they think I'm stingy. I don't care about the money. It's about what's the sensible way to behave, you know.
John Becker says 24 is nobody's idea of freezing, actually. But unless you come from 40 degrees Celsius.
Well, again, so it depends on what environment you're in.
Yeah.
I felt really cold, and that woman said the same thing. You know, so it's all relative to what's going on and what's around you. You know. And it wasn't that hot outside. It was maybe, I don't know, 27 or something outside. I don't know. I mean, later on, you know what's going to happen here. This is concrete as sucks. So we're going to be looking at 30, 32, 35 day after day after day.
Yeah.
And we're really handicapped now since that tea shop came in behind us because they have 2 giant air conditioners right outside our window.
Right.
So if we leave ours off and do the front door, back door open, if the wind's going that way, we're okay. If the breeze is going that way, we get their air conditioner output.
Yeah, all their hot air coming into the...
So we have no choice. We have to choke, choke up.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I don't know your own personal feeling, but I'd like you to sort of be a little bit in the middle here rather than just on their side completely.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't... I don't know.
Whatever.
Wasn't part of it. I didn't think... I think it was Kawai-san or one of the women who turned it on.
The other problem too is their viewpoint is the air conditioner here sprays its air out into the shop area.
Yeah, so it doesn't go into the
back room. So, and the back room is enclosed. So I get it. The back room, and when there's a lot of people in the party and they're excited and japping around, it gets hot. So I get it. But cranking it down to 24 out here doesn't help the back room.
Got it.
And we tried an experiment. We had a box fan on that counter, but it goes. You're trying to do a print party with this fan running.
Got it. Everyone's all got different impressions of temperatures.
Of course, absolutely. It's all relative, you know. Relative to your season, to your climate, to where you live, what's going on. You know. There's no single number that we can put that will be the right answer. You know.
37 in North Carolina, and our air was set to 22. Whew. Chilly.
We've also got to avoid that. This is mostly a shop, and you've got people walking in a hot out there, and they walk in.
Yeah.
And you've got to be careful. You know, if it's too cold, you stagger these people when you walk in. So.
It's funny. When I've traveled in summers here in Japan and I find an air-conditioned building, I'm just, this is amazing. Because I've been sweating the entire day.
But it doesn't have to be all that cold to make you feel that way.
Yeah.
That's sort of my point. The hotter it is outside, the more reasonable you can be inside because it just feels like it. The problem is for the people who are indoors all day long. Mm-hmm. Then they start to think that, oh my God, so go walk around for a few minutes outside. You'll see it's okay.
Yeah.
They're too weak, these kids. They just are too weak. They've never grown up in an era that didn't have air conditioning. It's not in summer, your body gets used to it. You feel a bit hot. In winter, you feel a bit cold. That's what it means to be alive. You know? Yeah. To have it the same 20, whatever, all year long, that's not normal and natural.
Oh, we're dropping frames for some reason. I'm not touching anything.
Is it on the same correct Wi-Fi? I think I checked before we started. It's on the buffer of the show.
Okay.
And it hugely drops the frames.
Yeah, a couple thousand. And we're
You
back
didn't
up.
open Safari?
Nope, I didn't do anything. It just started. I think we're back again. Oh, on and off.
Photoshop's not running. I think I closed everything down. No. Nope.
Yeah, nothing else big, no resource hogs.
Unless, did you open a tab in Google that's doing something strange when you went to frisbee.com or whatever it was?
Still just, I even closed that one, so only Amazon was
Let's kill
open.
that, so that could be doing who knows what. Harvesting our
data. The YouTube tab is still open, but it doesn't say it's playing the video. So. I don't know. The Wi-Fi is complaining about the heat too. It just wanted to be included.
Well, that will be a factor soon. The computer will be complaining about the heat.
Yeah.
I wonder if that started out. I don't know. What's the CPU meter show?
45, 50?
Yeah, that's higher than it was. We're in 20-something usually during the streams. So something's going on. It's either heat or another problem. Or it's Spotlight doing some more stupid indexing that I never use.
Can have. Still trying to figure out how anything got done here in North Carolina before air conditioning. Certainly the invention of AC allowed the large-scale industrialization of the South here in the U.S. There were other things doing production in the South in the U.S. before air conditioning.
And they didn't complain, you mean? Is that the idea?
Well, I'm sure they did, but they weren't treated well for it.
Well, human beings are capable of, pretty adaptable. I'm not suggesting we all turn it off and go back to live like slaves. Of course not. Yeah. But when we get too used to this stuff, we forget that we were capable of living without it. I just sound like an old fart. I don't want to be too comfortable. Yeah. It's not good to be too comfortable. I'm convinced of that.
So my worry is if I sweat, then I smell, and then no one else wants to be around me. So.
There are ways to deal with that. Wash yourself, whatever. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, when you and I were back at school, no. When I was back at school, there wasn't no air conditioners. It was Edmonton and Winnipeg in the summer. It must have been 90 degrees. Oh, man. Whatever, we got by. I don't want to talk about it. It just sounds like I'm one of those old guys. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I think in general we have let ourselves become too weak with these things. And the argument's going to come back, okay, Dave, when you go to the dentist, you refuse anesthesia because that's what was done in the old days. And of course I don't. Where do you draw the balance on these things? At this rate, when are we going to be finished this calligraphy?
Yeah. Each row is getting longer and longer too.
Time I'm spending on
Good morning.
Oh, hello, Sashiburi. Hello.
Long time no see.
That must mean it's getting late. Just we do that quick show and tell count, huh?
Yep, 9:09. In 5 seconds, it'll be 9:10.
All right, that'll be about it. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Sure. You have to move the camera back or something.
Yep.
So I turn the computer so we can both see it and. Oh, these things are hot. Yeah, I think that might be part of it. The temperature.
Yeah. I think also because it's running at 1080p instead of 720, that's pushed the CPU up quite a bit.
Is it still dropping? Doesn't seem to be. It seems to be.
I think it caught up.
I think it's okay. Okay. Let's get this over. No time. What we have got here, it's a partial set. It's a broken set. And this is lucky. When we get full sets of prints, I feel, you can't always break stuff up. We don't cut book pages out and stuff like that. But some of these sets of prints, over the years, the people who own them have put stuff in frames and lost track of it or given prints to other people or whatever. So what we have here is a set of prints that was made in the early 1970s by Adachi. And it had 25 prints in it originally, and I think they're down to 17. I can't remember exactly. This was last week or so I bought this. So we've got a broken set. Somebody has taken the prints out. So what we will do ourselves is, the rest of what's left of the set will go into the shop as single items, one by one by one. Assuming condition permits. They could be foxed. Adachi prints sometimes. Their packaging is very, very poor quality paper. And they're frequently very heavily foxed, which means the whole thing just goes in the trash.
But no one the street and wants to hear that. So,
No.
I'll buy the box prints.
I was waiting for John to say that. If I only had a knife. That's John's line, isn't it? I stole it from him first, I think. No, I think maybe you were in on a joke. At some point, I was sitting here trying to open a package and I couldn't do it. And I said, if only I had a knife.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I'm not supposed to use my real
Right.
knife for this. But I think John, I said it or John said it or something. I can't remember. Yes, this is Adachi's package. Ukiyo. Hey, I can read this.
All right. Selected masterpieces.
Yes, and it should say it is 1971. Good, here we go. It's 1971, and there's different variants of this set. Let me try and get it out of the package here. Look at this. What have they done? If you grab the case and get it out of the way, thank you. Hold her up and just take it out.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Good.
Oh, this is a different company.
It's the Hambai arm of Adachi. They didn't sell directly from Adachi at that time. They sold through dealers and agents.
Got it.
They sell themselves now, but they didn't at that time.
Okay.
So they worked through different groups and
Yeah.
sales agents and whatever. And we should have some craftsmen's names that they've been doing this. Here we go. And this is 71. This is a couple of years before our friend Kubota-san joined them. So the Mario prints you saw me work on a few minutes ago were printed by Kubota-san after he left Adachi at the end of his career. This is an Adachi set before Kubota-san joined, just before he joined. We get a bunch of sets like this that still say 71, but have his name because they didn't do all the typesetting again and all that kind of stuff. So these are the big names, big names. Absolutely. Murata-san de Sho, Hamano, Kojima-san, Nagata-san. Nagata-san, find all they're dead. He's still alive, but he's retired from Adachi years ago. Ogura-san, this is the Ogura-san before the Ogura-san I met. Kubu-san, again, these men are, I didn't meet any of these people. They were long dead before I came. The men I knew were the next generation below them. I knew an Ogura-san, but not this one. Okay, let's have a look. What kind of condition are these prints in?
Looks like they have the cutters and the printers.
Yeah, they're exactly. It looks like they got it. Okay. Now these prints are going to go into our flea market, assuming they don't have foxes, because we have our own preserved set. Whoops.
Oh, that's a lot of foxes.
One up, one down. Can you zoom in? Show us what was happening here. One up, one down. Chicken pox. She is out into the trash. Hi, one up, one down. What's next? Oh, this is a good design. Let's see if it's okay.
All right.
So far, so good. Not guaranteed yet. We have to inspect these things quite carefully. This is nice. The printing is reasonable here. Look at this.
He's not diseased.
No, but he's got to come off this paper. Because look at this. You can see. He's got to come off this paper. The Adachi storage paper is just terrible. Absolutely terrible.
She looks healthy too.
Yes, this is it's a fairly famous kabuki episode. I forget the name of the actor here. They did give us. Adachi actually has pretty good scripted materials with their prints. I forget the name of the actor. I'm sorry. There's too many actors for me to keep track of. Let's use our cheat sheet, and here we are.
The actor Nakamura Yoshio II, as a white fox disguised as Kuzunoha.
There you are. And there's no way, I can never remember all the stuff, I'm sorry. The stuff I know things about, but to try and remember all of kabuki history as well, is, I just don't. Oh my God. Is this in good condition? There is a story here, Cameron. Do you know the story here?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know the story? Should I tell this publicly? I don't know. I don't dare tell this story. Let me get rid of these things.
I feel like I've seen this design.
Let me tell this story. There's people out there who know this. To tell this, I need your help. I need you to zoom out a little bit more. Okay, stop. And then I need you to go over there and grab me print number 2 and print number... Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir. You know where this is going.
Now I do, yes. Thought I recognized something.
You know where this is going. Don't Okay. Someone says on the stream here, they like the swirly bits. The swirly bits, what they are, these are an imitation of what's called sumi nagashi. Sumi is the black ink. Nagashi is travel, swirl, move
Flow,
forward, flow. Yeah, flow.
something,
That's
yeah.
better word. Get some water, put some sumi ink in it, swirl it around. It makes this kind of pattern. Put a piece of paper on it, lift it up. You've got what's called sumi nagashi. This is a carving. This isn't done by sumi nagashi, but it's an imitation of sumi nagashi. Ken Hallett says, looks like a carp and turtle background. Ken Hallett says, looks like a carp and turtle background. It's kind of similar. I made this from a mashup. I used a turtle from Hokusai manga, another turtle from a different Hokusai print, and I wanted a background, so I thought, yeah, let me do it like in Sumi Nagashi, like that old Harunobu print that was done years ago. So what I did was, and I guess you can see where this is going here. Can we find a matching place?
I see it.
Here we are. This are we in camera here? Not quite. So what I did was I scanned this print, of which I have a copy of, and I stole this piece for here, and I can't track them all. Somebody who had more time on their hands than I have time right now can find all the bits and pieces. Basically, I stole all the Sumi Nagashi pattern from this old Harunobu print by means of the Adachi copy, which I have had in my collection for years and years and years and years and years. What was the Steve Jobs thing? Real artists, how does it go? The stealing thing? I can't remember. Anyway, something like that.
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
No, whatever. I don't know. So anyway, so we published this, and people loved it. People loved it. Then a few years later, I bought. Oh no, which one was? I can't remember which came first. No idea.
This is number 2, so probably this one.
No, but that was started as one of the prints in my 100 treasure chests. So a few years later, I did this thing of a carp, and I thought, hey, that was really popular. Let's do it again. But what do? Do I go back to this same print? No. What I did was, should I really be telling this? It's a whatever. I used. Can we see it? I don't know if you've got if you're zoomed in. I used exactly the same pattern. I just turned one upside down. I can't use the same block because this Sumi Nagashi block is cut out with the shape of a turtle. This one's cut out of the shape of a carp. So I had to carve a new block. But I went line by line. Hey, I mean, come on, save time. Time is money. So we have a name of both of those things, and if we hunt around, there's one right there. See it? This piece is the same as this piece here. They're all here somewhere. I didn't draw it. I just thought, hey, this is here. Let's use it. Let's go. And Adachi-san himself, of course, he didn't create this thing. This is a Adachi publication of a print from the Harunobu era. Anyway, this one is nice. It's going to go in our shop as soon as Kida-san gets it all scanned and
Ready to go.
scanned and ready to go. It looks like, again, this is really common. Only the ones on the very top were foxed. That's the one where the damp, gets done. The ones inside. So the one at the very bottom may be foxed as well as the one at the very top. This is Kiyonaga. These are a nice condition. Look at this, beautiful printing. Nice. Smooth color. Look at this. Only a little bit of tamari in the inside there. All those dots. Printed nicely with no tamari. Let's roll. We're running out of time here. Let's roll. What's next? Oh, this has been in the flea market before, the shot cameras.
I believe so.
Yes, geisha with their instruments. We've got a little bit of an issue here. This is not foxing. See the shamisen here? But we've got the texturing and toning there. This is oxidization. They've used an actual true vermilion pigment, as in mercury, sulfured mercury, and it's oxidized. And there's no preservation in the world. The only way you can stop that is put this thing inside a sealed cabinet with no oxygen, like a nitrogen atmosphere. That's not really practical. There's some embossing here down here.
And that wouldn't reverse it even, that would just stop.
No,
it
would be in the
so
beginning, so.
nothing.
So there's nothing we can do about that. By choosing that pigment, they set this fate of the future of this print. So.
Gave it a day.
Yeah.
Oh, we have this one already?
Yes, so. This one comes and goes. It's quite popular. It's the first page of a 12-page Shunga album. And Adachi wasn't free to publish the other album because they are Shunga. But the first one, this is technically Shunga also, but it's what can we say? Family friendly. Look at this.
Whoa, what is happening here?
There was a print on it. You can see the shape. We could probably figure out what print it was on hugely dangerous paper. This is going in the trash.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, it is. It's the leaves. Look at that. It was paste on this.
But it still looks okay.
Because that's washi and this is pulp paper. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
Out she goes right now. Away, away, away. Hokusai, famous. The lilies, not lilies, but they're irises and grasshopper. Oh, these are in good condition. These are nice.
All of
These
that first
are
one.
nice. No, I mean, the printing too.
Oh, yeah.
Adachi stuff is really variable sometimes, but this too is nice. Very nice. Yeah, this is a biggie. This is a biggie, biggie, biggie. Like this. Flip that down. I'm gonna get it in and out, whatever, get myself a... We try and get too much stuff to hold here. Hang on a sec. Can I get that on there without dropping it off? Mission accomplished. So,
Oh, they didn't fold it at the fold.
interesting, yeah. So. I know there's a seam here. This is made of two pieces of paper joined together. And what Adachi has done here, these days it's possible to get paper big enough for the whole thing. But when this print was made, this will be 1710 or somewhere on there, I don't remember exactly. The standard size of paper was small. So to make their reproduction, they've done the same thing. They've used two smaller pieces of paper and glued them together. And then folded it in a different place to fit inside the package, whatever.
Sometimes they fold on the seam. This time Is this one that's also occasionally hand painted with color, or is this one always
It's
on?
very similar. In fact, I think coming up, we will see that in a moment, Cameron. But this particular design, the original one that was left wasn't painted, but some of this style was. Good morning, Audrey-san. So I think coming up, we will see that in a minute, some of this. So here,
Here it is.
here.
Different stuff,
This is a different image. This is hand painted, and it's hand painted with a pigment called tan, T-A-N, and it also heavily oxidizes. So this is a black and white, a black print, carved with the black lines, printed the black lines, color applied by hand brushing. That's the way it was done in that era, and Adachi has copied it by hand brushing the pigment on also. We have a similar one in our catalog.
4 shades.
I don't know, that's quite light. Listen, there's one there, it's quite light, you know. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 that jump right out at me.
Yeah.
There's pink 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jump out at me. Not sure, it's another. Don't trust my count. So. Oops, thank you.
Oh, here's another.
Yeah. These are nice. Good. It'll be nice having these in the shop. You know, we get these so often that they're not really that expensive. You know, this is going to be about 12,000 euros something in the shop. These three large ones, because they come back so frequently. Adachi made so many of them. You know.
Yeah. These all oxidized.
That same thing, but it's good, rich color. You know? Very nice. This is what do you call it? Sekyo, arsenic sulfur
Oh, okay.
mixed compound.
Thank you.
Oh, here we go. Trouble.
Whoa.
One more out. Foxing.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen one of these colors before.
This is not hand painted. These are printed,
Okay.
and this is moving to the next generation. What they call Beni Zurie, and it's a good red-green picture. This also got blue in it as well. It's the early times. So Merry Christmas. Yeah, so. Not quite kabuki after. Oh, here we go. This is nice. This is nice. This is not hake. Dodo. Jogoku no kaze. Feel the shadows. Unusual for ukiyo edition. I forget the pronunciation guy's name, but it's one of the apprentices of Hokusai. I forget his name. Hoku. Pause while I refresh and look at the documentation here. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. Kokuju, I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed that. Sorry. Oh, this is a funny one. Oh, too bad it's Fox. Oh well, oh well, oh well.
Oh, is this?
It's the Hachiman, Fukugawa Hachiman. Places still exists.
Yeah.
And it's sort of an infamous image. It's one of the early prints that were made with perspective. They call uki-e.
Right.
And it's a view of the shrine area and the steps leading up to it and all the people involved in Matsuri activities. And yet in the middle of it, there's this tower with a guy drumming like crazy up at the top. And there is this object, which is like behind that tree and inside that fence. And what are we looking at?
But sorry, too close. There.
What are we looking at? I have no idea what we're looking at. It's in some sort of compound there with a signboard. And all I can guess is that somebody, as part of the festival, has made this giant object.
Giant Buddha with a
Buddha or
straw
something,
hat.
yeah. And people are paying their money. He's banging the drum. Get over here, people pay your 10 yen and come inside and look at the Buddha or whatever.
Yeah.
We can't read the signboard.
Nope.
It's too small.
Just scoop it.
And that's all I can guess. And it's this massive thing that's in there. So somebody's talking about Waldo. Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Somewhere. Yeah, but it's heavily foxed. So, Shogunai. Oh, look at this one.
Oh,
so we're gonna.
foxed too.
So, bingo. Out we go. Okay. Well, we lost 4 or 5 of them, but I think we got a bunch in there. You know, and we curse again Adachi's terrible packaging back in the 1970s. So
It's terrible.
Okay, here we are. What time is it? 9:30. We got 50 seconds left for 9:30. Okay, today's Wednesday. What's the future here? Tomorrow is off. I'll be doing probably video recording tomorrow morning. Friday we'll be back here, same time, same station, with, I believe, more working away and bit by bit on that calligraphy, unless some other job of a higher priority comes and boots me out. There we are. There we have it.
I just think it's bizarre how their
What
English
transfers
description
to what?
is
The
huge and beautiful,
Japanese
nicely written,
description
and then
is not.
the Japanese description is.
Well, I haven't read it, but my guess is, you know, how much do you need to explain? The Japanese people know the background, the seasonal, the idea of a kachoga print. Whereas for the English people, they're explaining there is this tradition of this sort of thing, which isn't necessarily. I get. I haven't read it, but I guess it might be explaining this is Hokusai, whereas the I don't know. This is 1971. So, so. Okay, let's get out of here. See you again Friday morning. As I said, not sure what we'll be doing. Probably carving. Not sure. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Looks like it's my job today to hit the button. Where is it? Camera. Down. Yeah, there it is. Okay, yep, good. Stop streaming. See you later, guys. Thanks again. Thanks very much.